I want to study Punk's Sagat. And I have a couple of replays here that I think are really good. And there's a couple things we can learn from these. I watched these a little bit off stream already. First one I want to start off with is this one. Obviously, he's really good. He's the #1 ranked Sagat right now. Okay. Here's the first thing I think is really good right here. You have to impersonate Punk and doing better neutral. Yo, he's a bot. No, let's not do that. So, the first thing I want you guys to realize is how well Punk stays at this range in all his matches. Like standing heavy punch, standing medium kick range. He's really good at controlling that space and really good at just staying there. Let's take away this attack damage though. It's kind of annoying. So there's just really good burnout pressure here. This was really nice by that JP player, getting that regular amnesia. Nice reactions against the DI there. Okay, now, this is really good. I got a YouTube comment the other day asking me like, Chris, can you really hit confirm Sagat's crouching hard punch? And I say the answer is absolutely yes, if you're as good as Punk. When you're hit confirming, it's not just pushing the button, seeing that it hit, and then inputting your special move. Because usually there's not enough time to push the button, see that it hit, and input the special move. What you should be doing is buffering your special. And luckily we got input display here. Let's take a look at what Punk's doing here. Let's watch his inputs. He's on the left. So, you see here, he does crouching hard punch, and then he inputs a quarter circle back into nothing. He's buffering. So every time he's pushing crouching hard punch, he's just inputting a quarter circle back motion. Here, see? There's the quarter circle back. He goes to neutral, then he pushes 2 kicks. So that's how you know he's actually reacting to these like hit confirms. And not only is he reacting, he's buffering his stuff. Okay, then whatever he gets thrown here. So that's one thing we can learn from Punk Sagat if you guys don't have this already. Then here, this is just a really good throw. Sorry, really good perfect parry into throw. So another thing I've noticed about Punk, he's really good at making the right defensive choices in a lot of situations. The first really good choice we see from Sagat is we're at this point in the match. This is the first light string JP did. At this point, I think going for the DI is not so bad because even if he gets hit by it, like he's got pretty good health. But JP only has 3 bars of drive meter. If he uses DI, he's going to go down below 3. He's going to have like 2 and a bit. And he doesn't have any super meter, right? So even if he's wrong on the DI here, it's not really that big of a risk. So this is just such a good place to go for it. And it's guaranteed if he goes into swipe. And then Punk goes for the burnout route. He doesn't go for a full corner carry combo. He just goes for drive meter. Because he knows if he just clips him with standing heavy punch a bunch, like he just did, he puts JP into burnout. Now there's not much JP can do in the corner. Now, of course, this JP player, props to him. He does a really good DI here against the drive impact. So that didn't really work out for Punk, but the idea was right. Okay, nice hit confirm there too. He sees that JP is in an animation for, like, as he's pushing standing medium kick, and then he's hit confirming it like that. Okay, then nice forward standing medium punch pressure. This button's crazy, by the way. And then see how he's just kind of like staying at this range and always staying at that crouching hard punch range. He gets that hit confirm again. Boom. Punk is getting the sickest combo here, by the way. This is like the optimal combo because he gets the high bounce. He's going for the light punch DP, but you can actually go for a medium punch DP here for a little bit more damage, but the wake up is a little bit worse. So again, just always staying at that crouching hard punch, standing hard punch range. So he's usually just buffering his normals at that range. He tries to sneak in the overhead, doesn't get it, gets thrown. Doesn't push a button, doesn't want to get hit at the end of that. Then the nicest whip punish. And that's kill. Look at this. That's a sick whip punish. So this is what I'm always telling you guys. When you're walking backwards in these kind of situations, you got to be looking for whip punishes. Okay, so what are some things we learned from that replay? Number 1, Punk's always standing in a good standing heavy punch, crouching heavy punch position when he has an opponent in the corner. Number 2, he's hit confirming his stuff off crouching hard punch and crouching medium punch. And then number 3, when he's walking backwards, he's looking for whiff punishes and he's getting a good combo off of them. So those are 3 really important things. And the 4th really important thing we learned is that when he sees an opening as an opponent's offense, he's taking advantage of the situation and going for a good defensive counter option against it. We saw the DI against the jab pressure, and then we saw the, the parry on the second hit of JP's target combo. So let's go to one more match. We're going to watch another one against JP. Because I think JP is a character that Sagat struggles with a bit. Because, you know, he's a zoner. Sagat has really slow movement, so it can be hard for Sagat sometimes. I'm sure a lot of you guys, if you're learning Sagat, you're probably struggling as JP too. Okay, so he's just being patient. This is just really good, and he's staying at a really good range. He's not overextending here. You know, he's kind of in a rough position. Okay, whatever, he gets knocked down, dashes forward, tries to stay out of that portal range, and now he's just staying at a good range, not overextending, walking back and forth. Didn't react to that. I guess he didn't want to take the risk. You know Punk can react to those. But then, look at this. Whiff punishes, standing heavy punch with forward heavy kick, gets the full combo conversion off of it. Ooh. Boom. And then he goes for this, which is +2, and you can shimmy there, and you went for the throw. Now, if you want to be really, really technical, I was looking at this. In case you guys want to play crazy optimal Sagat, you have to walk forward into back heavy punch. But you have to walk forward like just enough that this will be in range. And then you can go for this into safe jump. If you want to be crazy optimal and you want to do like the hardest thing ever. So if you guys like hard technical characters, I think Sagat's really fun. Whatever, Punk goes for the good mid-screen combo into the Oki. Drive rushes to avoid the portal. Look at that, that's so smart. So he knows that JP's probably going to throw a portal there to zone. Just blows right through it. Again, goes for the optimal corner punish. Goes for the... This is +34. This is your +34 setup. You do whiff crouching medium punch into stand medium punch. If they block that, Sagat's +5. Now, if you want to be super crazy, Punk goes for the easy burnout combo here into level 1. If you want to be crazy optimal with this, here's what you do. After this hits, you're +12, I think? You could have killed meterless with this combo. But you have to be able to react to the counter hit. That's the hard part with this. If it's not a counter hit, you don't get... you know what? You might still get You might still get this combo even if it's not counter hit. I think if it's counter hit, you get this. But this actually does less damage. Yeah, you can do this. That's easier. But if you want to be crazy optimal, this is your best combo in the corner meterless. But whatever, Punk still does a good combo. Not optimal, but doesn't have to be. It's much easier. So he spends a bar, whatever. I'm not criticizing Punk's combo routes, I'm just telling you guys that's an option. Okay, again, stays safe. And still just always kind of staying at that nice... just outside JP's standing heavy punch range, and just at a range where you can kind of like react to everything, right? He's not taking too much risk on defense. Okay, just doing some prediction punishes there. And yeah, it loses a spike. Especially if JP does OD spike, it starts up pretty fast. Okay, nice anti-air from Punk. And then, okay, look at this whip punish. Check this out. Again. The forward heavy kick on the whiff JP standing hard punch. Ooh. Now again, here, really good idea, but not optimal. We can optimize this. There are a couple of different routes you can do after this. If you land a punish counter forward heavy kick in neutral, you can do this. That's easy. This is a little bit harder, but this is your easy route. If you had 3 bars, you could kill that, but with 2, I don't think you can. Okay, then again, Punk's just staying at that nice standing medium punch spacing. And also something I want you to notice. Notice how Punk isn't really crouch blocking in these situations. He's always just kind of standing here. So let's go back to this whiff punish here. Okay, See how he's just walking back and forth? Then once he's in range for like lows, he's crouch blocking. But for the most part, he's just standing here. And he only crouch blocks when he walks forward. See? Look at this. Really, really slow. Let's go slow motion here. See how he's walking forward, then crouch blocking? Then once he gets out of that low range, he's just stand blocking. Then he walks in, then he doesn't do anything, he just stands there. He tries to poke at him. And he gets the whiff punish. Now this is dead. So just, I wouldn't expect anything less from Punk. Amazing spacing, amazing reactions. But I mean, just because Punk is really good at this doesn't mean you can't get better at it either. It doesn't mean I can't get better at it either. That's something I think we should always try to keep in mind. Try to copy this stuff from Punk. Now let's watch a character who's a little bit on the opposite end of the spectrum. We watch JP. JP's also a slow character. JP's not going to be like rushing you down, doing all this crazy shit. Alright, so let's watch how Punk does this. So, in that last match against JP, I don't think we saw Punk do forward light kick once in that whole set. I don't think he ever used it. But against Ed here, he's starting the round with it like 3 times in a row. He's only pushed 3 attacks in the first 4 seconds, and all 3 of them were forward light kick. Okay, nice. Good backdash. Fake jump there. Tiger knee, seriously that safe? It depends how you do it and how you space it. Nice side switch by the Ed. There you go. So you're gonna notice, like, what I'm noticing already from this match is Punk is preemptively poking and counter poking a lot more than against the JP. A lot more. So you see how he's kind of like changing his strategies based on the matchup? Nice hit confirm on the standing medium kick. Tries to go for the overhead. So we see Punk go for that setup twice already. He did that once against JP. After his first drive rush, he went for overhead. Did it here, didn't work. Pretty sure this Ed player is just doing the DP option select. Yeah, he is. So it doesn't work, but whatever. Worth going for, and he got the read on the anti-air. He did the right one, so it's all good. And what's Punk do on defense here? Let's see. Nothing. He's doing a very delayed throw tech. He did a very delayed throw tech there. Alright, then he gets... Oh, yeah, kind of screwed up. So as we can see here in this first round, Punk is kind of struggling a little bit with that standing medium kick range from Ed. So let's see how he makes the adjustment, because he wins this. Okay, challenge it with standing medium kick. Again, loses to DP. Doesn't challenge that flicker, he just walks back. Again, just standing medium kick. Hit confirm into meaty throw. Is he buffering here? No buffer. No buffer. Level 3. Okay, this is gonna be round. So there, he's trying to... Ah, that's a miss hit confirm. Alright, whatever. Nobody's perfect. Okay. So it seems like in this matchup, Punk's really just trying to use standing medium kick to contest Ed's standing medium kick. It's like standing medium kick the matchup. So again, we just see Punk being like really buttony in this matchup. He's not really chilling. Miss hit confirm. That's minus. He gets the combo on it. You don't really get Oki on that. I think he's just trying to pressure. Nice. Forward heavy kick. Yep. Goes for the optimal. Boom. That's a ton of damage. He still has 2 bar though, so he can't... Oh, he does get it. Also, notice how Punk is like never neutral drive rushing with this character, like ever. Okay, so now let's see how he makes a comeback here. He's in a pretty... In terms of life, he's in a pretty rough position. He eats 1 combo, he's dead. right? And he has a lot of life to take off from Ed before he's able to actually win the round. But good thing for Punk, he has 3.5 bar of drive meter, and he has full CA. Let's see what he does. Not taking too much risk. Actually, yeah, he does take a risk. He jumps in. That was probably supposed to be a punish. I have a feeling this lag might have been laggy for Punk, because he's missing a lot of stuff that he normally doesn't whiff. Like, Punk doesn't miss this. I'm gonna guess this was laggy. For sure, he would get that punish. Okay, good. This is optimal to level 3. CA. Now, here's kind of a weird situation again. So, this Ed doesn't have super, only has a little bit of drive. Punk can probably survive a wake-up DP. And he has enough meter to do a single drive rush. So what do you guys think? What are your predictions? I want to hear from you, chat. Do you think he's going to drive rush in, or do you think he's going to, like, walk forward? I haven't seen this yet. I don't know what he's going to do, but I want to hear what you guys say. So walk up. He's going to hard punch, drive rush, walk up. Raw DI, let's go. Fireball, then drive rush and burn the meter. Taunt? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Walk up, crouching hard punch. Backdash. Going into zoning range. Oh, did he jump with a different normal? Had he jumped with medium punch, it would have been over. Yeah, so this Ed player kind of screwed up. The jump was right, the button was wrong. What did he push? He pushed jumping medium punch. You know what happened? Rare case of low tiger shot actually being good. This lowered his hitbox enough that Ed's jumping medium kick whiffed. Secretly good move. And then the reaction for it, standing heavy kick, which is a really good anti-air actually. So we see Punk like not overextending with this character and really just trying to like chill, anti-air, not take too much risk, even in a situation where it seems really advantageous for him. He was able to stay patient, have good spacing, and got a little bit lucky on Ed doing jumpy medium kick when he did low tiger shot. But whatever. New character, everyone's kind of going to adjust to that kind of stuff. All right, so those were the two matches I pinked. Nice Freudian slip there, Chris. I picked from Punk. Now let's do something else. Let's watch Bonchan. He plays him the least like Classic Sagat. I think from watching Punk, I don't think you're supposed to play this character like Classic Sagat. I think if you're coming at this character from like an old school Sagat perspective, you're putting yourself into a bad position. I think you have to treat this like a completely different character who is named and looks like Sagat, but he's not Sagat. I think you have to completely change your mindset. And that's probably why Bonchan isn't rated number 1 and Punk is. I'm gonna guess that Bonchan wants to play Sagat like Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 5 Sagat. If you guys have been watching his stream, he's not, I don't say he's complaining the whole time, but he's definitely not happy with the character right now. He calls him trash. He's like, oh, his fireball sucks, his DP sucks, his throw sucks. Like, Bonchan's been pretty, he's been pretty doomer on this character since he dropped, since it's like his first stream up until now. And he's still running Akuma for his main character. He's not switching to Sagat. But let's watch Bonchan play and let's see if we can notice any differences. However, I think this is kind of an unfair comparison because we went from two very neutral heavy characters in JP and Ed to a character who just like eats Play-Doh for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And that's Kimberly. Jump back to avoid the throw. Nice. This is smart. Nice reaction against the drive rush there with forward heavy kick. This is an interesting setup I haven't seen. I'm not sure why Bonchan does this, but if you forward dash twice after this forward heavy kick, it gives you the same setup as doing medium kick tiger knee. You're also +2 after this. It's the exact same thing as tiger knee. So I'm not sure why he does this as opposed to tiger knee. Maybe it's less telegraphed. Maybe you can only do one dash instead of having to commit to the tiger knee distance. Or maybe it can be something with whether they back it up or not. I'm not quite sure. I gotta test this in training mode. This is a bad Tiger Knee. That's unsafe if they stand block it. That's another thing. In all those matches we saw, I think Punk only did Tiger Knee like once when JP was in Burnout or something. Other than that, did we ever see Punk do Tiger Knee in neutral? I don't think so. Only cancel or okay? Yeah, I thought so. And the Kimberly mix. This Kimberly's playing pretty chill. Should be dead. Okay, nice. I've really only been watching Bonchan and Punk. I haven't had too much time, so the few matches that I have watched from that. Yeah, lots more canceled Tiger Knee. Maybe it's because Kim doesn't have a DP. That's probably why. What's the mix? Nice stop against the run. What did she do? Where did she do run? Did she do from neutral or did she cancel? Oh, she did it from neutral. Okay, goes for damage. You don't get any Oki off of this, though. Ah, no hit confirm. Oh, no punish, though. Alright. What do you try to stuff that with? Any medium punch? Ah, he tried to stuff with back heavy punch. Ah, that sucks. That's not fast enough, unfortunately. It's 8 frames, but I guess it doesn't really work too well against that. Ah, you went for the heart combo. No, it doesn't work. You have to like, you have to partially charge this. Ah. Does you get full Oki off of this? Yeah, see, that's a 4 frame. I'm telling you guys, you get Oki after this. This should kill. Okay, that does kill. Alright, cool. But Bonchan with the heavy DP, he got a charger, unfortunately. Level 3? No level 3. Costume 2, I'm costume 2 kind of guy. I think costume 1 is sick too, I just find it a little bit visually distracting. Let's kill. This doesn't kill, does it? It might actually.